Hi guys, it's Emily, and today I'm here to bring you another recent reads video. I got 3 books to talk about, so let's just get right into it. The first book I want to mention is Backstairs at the White House by Gwen, Bagni, and Paul Dubov. This is a book that my mom actually gave me a while ago, like last year I think, and I took it on vacation with me and read it on vacation because it's such a beat up old book that I figured it didn't matter if I dropped it in my purse or threw it around the car. And I also thought if I finished it on the trip, I might leave it in a hotel lobby or something because it's so battered. It's not anything that I would want to put in the little free library. But I didn't end up finishing it till the last day of our trip, so I was like, I'll just bring it home and use it as a prop in the video. So this is a novelization of a miniseries that actually was on TV during the 1970s, and it's following these 2 women, Maggie and Lillian, who were maids at the White House during 8 presidents, and so Maggie was in the White House first, and then Lillian joined 20 years after Maggie when she was old enough to work there. So it's just following their life. And what I found interesting about this is it's actually it's focused on the presidents because obviously the White House atmosphere changes based on the presidents and the presidential family, but the bulk of the story is actually just about Maggie and Lillian and their relationship with the other people at the White House that work at the White House. So they are the main players, and the presidents are in the background. Again, they affect the atmosphere of the White House, but they're not the main players of this novel. So that was really interesting. This was a really nice, interesting book. I don't necessarily recommend it though because, unless you're like me and you have an extreme love of American history and presidential history, I don't know if you'd be interested in it because again, it takes place solely in the White House. I mean, it also follows them in their homes and things like that, but it's based around presidential history and presidents. So if you're not interested in reading about that, you're not going to like this. But yeah, overall, I found this really interesting. I enjoyed it. It was hey, what? Oh, wait. Yeah, overall, I really enjoyed this. I found it a quick read. I read it in the car, and it was, it was very fast moving. And of course, because it goes from president to president, it jumps forward in time. Obviously it doesn't show you the minutiae of every single day. It just shows you big events. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. And again, I would recommend it if you're interested in presidential history, but I'm not it's not something I would recommend to everybody, is what I'm saying. I then read my book club book for the month, which was The Bookish Life of Nina Hill by Abbi Waxman. And this is a book that has come up in my book club meeting suggestions several times, and there's been a lot of the ladies in book club had already read this, and so they finally were like, hey, we want to talk about this, and I was like, okay, that's fine. But I never really wanted to read this because I felt like it was just too cutesy for me, and I wasn't really sure I was gonna like it, even though it's about Nina Hill, who works at a bookstore and who loves to read, and is a very extreme introvert who stays home and hangs out with her cat all night a lot. But so in theory I should enjoy it because it kind of sounds similar to me, although I'm a librarian, not a bookseller. But I don't know, I just never really, and obviously look, she's got red hair and she's got glasses, so yeah, obviously. But so yeah, I don't know, I just never really was interested in reading this, and so I sort of agreed under duress. I wasn't that excited. So this is about Nina Hill, and she works at a bookstore, and she's got this very organized, quiet life where her best friends are books, but she also is really good at trivia, and she's on this trivia team that dominates the local Los Angeles area trivia. And there's this other team of theirs that's their rival, and Nina thinks that one of the guys on the team is really cute, and his name is Tom, but she's never really worked up the courage to ask him out or anything. So this is about her life before, at the start of the book, it's her life is very controlled. Well, at the start of the book, she finds out that her father has died, and she never knew she never knew who her father was. Her mother always just thought it wasn't important and would never tell her. But she finds out he died and that he left her some stuff in his will. So she has to go to a meeting and meet her half siblings. Her father actually had like 3 wives, and so she's got all these half siblings and cousins and nieces and nephews and all kinds of stuff. And she's never had a family before except her mom. And so it's about how she develops a family relationship with this family, and then it's also about how she and Tom develop a relationship as well. And so it's just about her expanding her definition of a good life. And this was cute, and I liked it while I was reading it, but I mean, I don't know, it just seemed too unrealistic. Like, she just seems like a pixie dream girl the whole time. She didn't seem like a real person, and the whole circumstance just seemed too unrealistic. Like, you just happen to find out who your father is, and he just happens to be a millionaire, and he just happens to leave you some money, and it just happens that he's been following you your whole life, but you didn't know, and he never made contact. And like, that's explained because her mom like forbade him from contacting her. But like, I don't know, the whole thing was just odd, and like all of the people in her life just seemed like stereotypes and not real people. Her siblings, the trivia people, the people that work at her bookstore, it's like none of them seemed like a real person to me. So yeah, I don't know. This was fine, and I had a good time while I was reading it, but it was just fair, and it's not something I would ever reread, and it's not something that I would really recommend to anybody. I don't know. It kind of seemed like it was trying to be Eleanor Oliphant in a way, and I haven't even read Eleanor Oliphant for the same reason. Like, it just seems like it's like, I don't know, I just never really wanted to read it. So anyway, this was okay, and when I'm filming this, it's actually the night that my book club is going to meet. We're meeting on Zoom, so I'll be interested to hear what the other ladies say about it, but I think my opinion's going to be very different than the other ladies. But anyway, this was fine. I also briefly wanted to mention that I reread Pumpkinheads by Rainbow Rowell and Faith Erin Hicks. I got this out of the library last year and for the first time, and I read it twice in the span of like a week, and then I decided I really wanted to read it again, so I got it out of the library again, and it's just so cute, and it was so good the third time around. So yeah, I think I talked about this and gushed about it last year, but like, it's so cute, and it's about Josiah, and oh shoot, what's her name? And the girl's name is Deja, and it's about their friendship, and it's about them working at the cutest pumpkin patch ever, and it's just like so cute, and I love it, and it's such the perfect fall read, and I highly recommend it if you're trying to get into the fall vibes. Like, especially here in Texas where we don't really get like real fall, because it just is hot all the time until it's winter, but like, it's so cute. I love it, and I just think it's adorable, and I want everybody to read it. And yeah, I definitely, if I ever see this at a used bookstore for like pretty cheap, I'm definitely gonna buy my own copy because I keep getting it out of the library, and it's so cute, and I love it. And I have such a book crush on this book. That's not a thing, but I love it. That's how I've been reading lately. I'm still working on Jane Eyre, and yeah, not much has changed in terms of currently reading, but yeah, I'm having a great reading month so far, and I've been doing lots of fun stuff outside of reading, which is nice. And I rewatched The Martian last night, and it was so funny. I love it. It's my third time to watch it, and like, that is just Matt Damon's like best role in my opinion. It's just such a good movie. But anyway, you don't really care about movies, but I just had a great time watching it, and I wanted to share that. So yeah, I hope everybody else is having a good day, a good fall, and you're reading some great books, and you're keeping safe and healthy, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye!